this behavior that I find a little bit annoying when you refresh a report. Let's imagine we have our interactive report. Pay attention to the one here, the standard behavior. We edit a row. We change the status. Whatever the status might be, the data doesn't really matter. And it switches to complete and it refreshes, right? Great. Perfect. Edit another row. Set it to complete. Apply changes. Refreshes. Perfect. But what happens if I'm scrolling all the way down to, let's say, record number 50, and I edit record 50, I set it to complete, apply changes, it refreshes, and now we jumped all the way to the top again. The row did update 50, but after the refresh, we jumped to the top. So how do we put a little fix for that? In this other report, we're going to handle that. Right now, this report, if I edit a row, there's no functionality implemented yet. If I set it to complete, it will still jump to the top. Okay. If I go see my record, 30, it got updated. So what do we do? Well, first, let me show you. If I open the Explorer, window, scroll, top function. Right now my scroll is at 0. I'm scrolled all the way to the top. And if I scroll my report, let me move this a little, my page, sorry. If I scroll the page and I run again my scroll top, now I get my position in pixels that I've scrolled. So basically the technique we're going to do is we're going to save this value and then we're going to apply it again after our refresh. So first thing we'll do is on our page, I'm going to declare a variable, save position. That's it. It's going to be just a small variable. It's going to save our scroll top position. I'm going to save that. Then the next thing I want to do is when I click on an edit link, that's the moment we want to save our position. So if I go look to our report right now, this is the link. We want to recognize when this record is being clicked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a edit record, a class. I just made it up. I just want a class so I can identify my edit field. I'm going to create a new dynamic action on click. I'm going to call it save scroll position. And my jQuery selector, edit, what do I call it? I already forgot. Edit record. So I'm going to create an edit record and it's a class. So a dot edit record. So when that gets clicked, what am I going to do? I'm going to execute a little bit of JavaScript code. I don't have affected elements. And our save position is going to be our window scroll top. That's it. So, and of course we don't need it to fire on page load. So at this point, if we edit something, we have our save position is undefined. We haven't set a value. And if I click on a record here and I go look at it again, it will have our value. And if you notice, it doesn't stop our window from opening. This JavaScript code that saves the position, it kind of runs in parallel, if you will, to the opening of the modal window. All right. So that's great. So now we need to set our position again. I got 2 interactive reports. This is not the right way. You may think that maybe we're gonna add here a JavaScript code and we're gonna say window scroll top save position, our save position. This is the right command to set the position again. So I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna save this. So you may think that, okay, I'm gonna refresh the report and then I'm gonna set the position. The problem is these guys are not synchronous. They're asynchronous, meaning they're gonna get fired at the same time. So, I mean, I could grab the record, set it to complete, apply, and you see it refreshes and it went all the way to the top. If I were to now run my save position, it scrolls all the way down to my row number 9. So what we really need to do here is restore. This is not the one we're gonna do. I'm gonna save this code though, and I'm gonna delete this. What we're actually going to do is after the refresh, so we're gonna create a dynamic action on our interactive report, and we're gonna call it restore if I can spell correctly. And it's after refresh of our report. After refresh of our report, we're gonna execute some JavaScript code, which is gonna be our window.scrollTop, the save position, and no affected elements. Save, run. So now, if I scroll the way down to, let's say, row 100, complete, apply changes, it refreshes, and there's a little tiny bit of jiggle just because it wants to jump to the top, but right after it's done refreshing is going to restore its position. Let's go to record number 70, complete it, apply changes, and it did not work. You may be wondering, some of you already know why. The problem is that after we refreshed the report, our dynamic action, our initial dynamic action that is saving the scroll position, was created as static. That means that it's affecting all the edit records that are already on the screen. We actually needed to affect any new edit records that show up on the screen. So we're going to make it dynamic. That means that even after we refresh, it's going to be in play. It's going to be monitoring our page. So let's do that again. Let's scroll to number 50. Complete it. Apply changes. We stay on 50. Scroll the way down. Edit 99. And we should stay right there. There you go. There you have it. Very simple. We simply created, we declared a variable. The code and a little writer will be on the blog post along with this video. We create a little variable, then we save our scroll position when we click on our record. We run our JavaScript just to save our position, and then we restore our position after the region gets refreshed. We simply do scrollTop again with our save position. Thank you for watching. Till next time.